Dr. Sajid here again. I'm going to be talking about some problems during the first 6 months of life. And the first one that I want to address is infantile colic. Before I explain what it is, let me re-emphasize the point that most babies cry at this age and stage of life because this is their way of communicating with the mother and with the family. So a baby may cry because she's hungry, she's sometimes because she's overfed, maybe cold, maybe too warm, maybe the diaper is dirty, maybe the baby is hungry or uncomfortable because of any reason. But there are some babies who cry a lot, and mothers are aware of this. These babies will cry so hard and persistently or constantly that it frightens the parents, especially the mother, but other members of the family also. So the baby cries for long periods of time and clenches her fists like this, stiffens herself, almost arching, and the tummy becomes very tense, and the baby just keeps crying. So if a baby cries for up to 3 hours at a time and won't stop, also if this happens about 3 times a week in a baby who's less than 3 months of age, we call it infantile colic. Now, why does this occur? Different experts have different opinions. It might have to do with the stretching of the intestines on increased demand for feeding. It may have to do sometimes with the mother being very anxious. It may have to do with the fact that the sugar in the milk that is being given is not properly digested and it may produce gas. It may also have to do with the fact that the mother may be taking some medicines or may be giving medicines to the baby without the knowledge of the doctor. So if this happens, there are a number of things that the doctor does when you take the baby to the doctor. One is that the doctor will try and find out the feeding pattern, the weight of the baby, the sleeping pattern, how much you're giving, how often, whether the baby spits up or not, whether the baby has any other condition, for example, fever, is being given any medicines, if there is any rashes on the body, or and the pattern of clothes and the environmental temperature. The doctor will also do a head-to-toe examination, which means we'll start with the head, the ears, the eyes, the nose, the mouth. We'll check the chest, especially the heart, and check obviously the abdomen and the genital area and the legs and the feet, and of course end up with the examination of the spine. The purpose of this is to find out if there is any problem which the baby may have, which is causing the baby discomfort, and this pain is coming from there. If that happens, of course, that needs to be treated. For example, if it's a air infection, that needs to be treated. If there is some problem with the toe, then that needs to be treated. But if he doesn't find anything wrong, then he's likely to tell you that this is what we call infantile colic, and he will then of course explain to you that there are ways of handling this. First is, of course, you can hold the baby, you can cuddle the baby, you can rock the baby, you can put a baby in a stroller, you can take the baby for a drive, you can sometimes talk to the baby. Some babies are soothed by some soft music, and sometimes, of course, the baby may require a change of milk, or in case the mother is breastfeeding, the mother may be asked to take some precautions about her milk intake and about intake of other foods that might cause allergies, such as eggs and nuts and chocolate, and perhaps sometimes wheat. So these measures are taken. The baby can be also soothed by laying on the belly for short periods of time, frequent burping, massaging the abdomen, these are all okay if done under the guidance of the doctor. Sometimes medicines are prescribed. These might be in the form of drops that take care of the gas. Sometimes there will be medicines that may aid in the digestion of the system so that less gas is produced. But remember, no medicine, especially one that has side effects, and no strong medicine is to be given. Now, the assurance should be that once the doctor has checked the baby and has told you the baby is all right, these are babies that get better with time and they gain weight nicely, they gain height, they grow normally, and it's a matter of a little time before this goes away. So, infantile colic can be a difficult situation, but it is not one that is going to cause any harm to the baby, and the more information you have, the more relaxed you will be.